Good evening. Meeting of the Brick Township Council to order. Madam Clerk.
Adequate notice of this meeting was provided and published in the Asbury Park Press and the Ocean Star on February 8, 2019. Copies of the agenda were provided to the newspaper posted on public bulletin boards in the Township website.
Thank you. At this time, I would ask everyone to please silence or turn off their cell phones. And Madam Clerk, if you would send around the box for council cell phones, please.
I don't have one today. Okay.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Fosman.
Here.
Councilwoman Pontorero.
Here.
Councilwoman DeYoung. Here. Councilman Mumolo.
Here.
Councilman Halloran.
Here.
Vice President Crate.
Here.
President Zapsik.
Here.
Thank you.
Would everyone please stand for a salute to the flag and a moment of silence, please? And would ask that everyone remember Coach Warren Wolf and his family in your thoughts tonight.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the November 6th meeting.
Motion. Second.
Okay.
Motion by Councilman Mumolo, second by Councilwoman Pontorero. Roll call, please.
Councilman Fosman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontorero.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Yes.
Councilman Mumolo.
Yes.
Councilman Halloran.
Abstain.
Vice President Crate.
Yes.
President Zapsik.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Consent agenda, Madam Clerk.
All matters listed under item consent agenda will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. If discussion is desired on any item, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately.
Thank you. Resolution 4-1.
Authorize acceptance of senior caregiver and senior outreach grants 2020.
Councilwoman Pontorero.
Thank you, Madam President. This resolution authorizes the acceptance of the senior caregiver and senior outreach grants, and that's for the year 2020. The Ocean County Office of Senior Services provides the Brick Township Senior Services Department with a grant in the amount of $135,100 from the Title III-E Senior Caregiver Grant and $100,100 from the Title III-B Senior Outreach Grant. These funds are used to offset the cost of providing services to our Brick Township seniors. In 2018, the staff at Brick Seniors provided services to over 3,500 seniors and 340 family caregivers, delivered approximately 1,700 counseling hours either in the person's home or in the office to over 500 older adults, and provided information and assistance to 2,600 seniors. Additionally, 1,730 seniors attended various activities and programs that we offer. Staff provided 198 medical transportation trips to 15 seniors. Staff made 6,071 wellness calls to 47 homebound seniors, and provided follow-up reevaluations to 200 elderly homebound residents receiving Meals on Wheels. Staff handled 10,443 calls and provided approximately 43,000 units of service in all categories of these grant funds. Thank you.
Thank you. Resolution 4-2.
Authorize award of contract through State of New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Program, Wireless Communications and Electronics.
Thank you. Councilman Halloran, please.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the purchase of Panasonic Tough Books under the State of New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Program to Wireless Communications and Electronics in West Berlin, New Jersey, in the amount of $107,424.
Thank you. Resolution 4-3.
Authorize Ocean County Recycling Center Use and Revenue Sharing Agreement.
Thank you. Council Vice President Crate.
Thank you. This resolution authorizes the renewal of a shared services agreement with the County of Ocean, to utilize its facilities to provide uninterrupted use of the county recycling center for the township. The term of this agreement remains the same at 5 years, commencing January 1st, 2020 through December 31st, 2024.
Thank you. Resolution 4-4, bond releases. Madam Clerk?
Yep, 4A is a performance bond release for Nobility Crest LLC for Phase 1 on Chambersbridge Road, an insurance bond in the amount of $678,962.74, and the cash performance bond in the amount of $75,440.31. 4B is an inspection fund release for Vericon Construction on Burnt Tavern and Cedar Bridge Avenues in the amount of $739.54.
Thank you. Resolution 4-5, tax collector. Mrs. Bergen.
Thank you. 5A, widow of veteran deduction granted for the year 2019 at Block 1192.26, Lot 8, in the amount of $250. 5B is amending Resolution 44319, 100% DAV, at Block 788.01, Lot 7, in the amount of $3,690.90. 5C is tax overpayments for the year 2013, Block 1429.02, Lot 2, in the amount of $99.41. 5D, tax overpayments for the year 2014, Block 1195, Lot 1, in the amount of $36.49. 5E, tax overpayments for the year 2020, Block 381.03, Lot 9, in the amount of $202.87.
Thank you. That ends the consent agenda. May I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Halloran, second by Councilwoman Pontoriero. Open to council for questions or comments? Seeing none, close council. Open to public for questions or comments on the resolutions. Seeing none, close public. Roll call.
Councilman Fosman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Yes.
Councilman Mumalo.
Yes.
Councilman Halloran.
Yes.
Vice President Crate.
Yes.
President Zapsik.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item 4-6, computer bill resolution. Madam Clerk.
Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid and that the mayor and clerk be and are hereby authorized to draw orders on the treasurer for the amounts of the same. Computer bill resolution in the amount of $3,551,704.58.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fosman, second by Vice President Crate. Open to council for questions or comments? Seeing none, close council. Open to public for questions or comments on the computer bill resolution? Seeing none, close public. Roll call, please.
Councilman Fosman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Yes. Abstain on CME. Sorry.
Councilman Mumalo.
Lost right.
Yes.
Councilman Halloran.
Yes.
Vice President Crate.
Yes.
President Zapsik.
Yes. Yes. Item 4-7, manual bill resolution.
Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid and that the mayor and clerk be and are hereby authorized to draw orders on the treasurer for the amounts of the same. Manual bill resolution in the amount of $4,902,104.77.
Thank you. May I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fosman, second by Councilwoman Pontoriero. Open to council for questions or comments on the manual bill resolution? Seeing none, close council. Open to public for questions or comments on the manual bill resolution? Seeing none, close public. Roll call, please.
Councilman Fosman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Abstain CME. Yes to the rest.
Councilman Mumalo.
Yes.
Councilman Halloran.
Yes.
Vice President Crate.
Yes.
President
Yes.
Zapsik.
Yes. Yes.
Catching.
Sorry. Moving over.
We are now at public comment.
Please note that each person addressing the council during any section of the meeting during which public comment is permitted shall limit his or her remarks to 5 minutes pursuant to Brick Township Administrative Code, Section 2-33B.
Thank you. Who would like to speak? Mr. Sluka?
Good evening. I'll read my letter that you all got, I guess. Dear Mayor Ducey, Council President Andrea Zapsik, all councilmen, councilwomen, and school administrators and the media as well. A 14-foot pollution noise safety wall along the side of the Garden State Parkway is needed in Evergreen Woods, Briar Mill, Primrose Gardens, Greenbrier, Birchwood, Sawmill, Brick High, Town Hall, Lanes Mill, and other areas in Brick Township and Ocean County. The brush and trees that were destroyed foolishly and against their own rules by the New Jersey Turnpike Authority on the Garden State Parkway needs to be reinstated to create some of the natural barriers from the vehicle emissions of the Garden State Parkway. The residents of Evergreen Woods, Sutton Village, Greenbrier, Birchwood, and those other places, and all the surrounding areas in Garden State Parkway are at risk to the early onset of COPD, heart attacks, asthma, autism, premature deaths, and other ailments. If you work or live in areas near the Garden State Parkway's pollution, such as Brick Town Hall and the library, you're also at risk. Hundreds of studies have been brought before the council, the mayor, town administrators to prove the ill effects of these tiny particles that are being sent through the airways to your lungs from the Garden State Parkway, which may very well cause a bedridden life and premature deaths. The risk of autism, asthma, COPD, premature deaths are well documented in heavy traffic areas all around the world. The council members must stand up for the citizens who are impacted by the toxins flowing off the Garden State Parkway. It's easy for our elected officials and their appointees to sit back and listen to lobbyists and benefactors without standing up for the bureaucrats within the state and town government, but this is not what a citizen's representative that is elected should do anyway. The governor, the council, and mayor sought the office they hold, and with that becomes the responsibility to protect the citizens and lead the community against the powerful swamp creatures that entrench themselves in the citizens' paid positions in the bureaucracy. Every member of our government needs to stand up and speak out against those who harm our citizens, and the commissioners of the New Jersey Turnpike Authority are prime examples of that bureaucracy. Talk is cheap and legal action may be necessary, along with the concerted effort by all the citizens who are dying on your watch. It is not just the town officials that must take action, but the school boards, the principals, superintendent of schools need to be part of the effort to correct some of the ill effects of the commissioner's illicit actions. Our children, according to statistics provided by the Reed Academy, show that 1 in 34 children in New Jersey have some form of autism. In New Jersey, 1 in 23 boys face that disorder. The PTAs, the teachers, the school administration, the Board of Ed members need to be a part of this effort and join the citizens, town representatives in any way possible to reverse this trend caused by, at least in part, the traffic associated with the Garden State Parkway. Studies of air pollution have proven over and over again that toxins from high-volume traffic areas harm our citizens. Our state's legacy should not be autism, asthma, COPD, heart attacks, and premature deaths. The New Jersey Turnpike Authority's reign of terror must be stopped, and it's all of our responsibility. Why should a student in New Jersey be at a disadvantage because of the lack of sleep from vehicles, from the vehicle noise, from a deficiency of proper breathing because of vehicle toxins, or from the lifelong illnesses due to the harmful and poisonous particulates being forced into the mother-to-be lungs before their children are even born? These hidden dangers, as detailed in thousands of air pollution studies, which are forced into the lungs of our children and seniors, are not visible but are deadly. Every citizen and worker in Brick and Ocean County and every media individual that covers the area should stand tall and speak out continually. Action needs to be taken, and a 14-foot noise pollution and safety wall needs to be erected along the Garden State Parkway in many areas of Brick and Ocean County. And along with this wall, a vast replanting of the vegetation, including the trees and brushes, need to take place. Thank you for your time, and I don't know if I said my address, 950 Sylvia Court, John Sluka. Thanks for your time. I yield back 35 seconds.
Thank you. Anyone else this evening? Yes, sir.
My name is Philip Andrew. Andrews. I live at 565 Oregon Avenue. Just wanted to bring to council's attention, I've been talking with engineering and public works of a degradation of the storm sewer line that runs along Oregon Avenue in front of my house. It's resulted in 7 different sinkholes as the line's degrading, half of which were discovered by my stepping off the curb onto the grass, and the ground gives way. It's not a big drop, it's 12 to 18 inches, but it could be an ankle breaker. The line is continuing to degrade. The sewer line cuts from Oregon Avenue over to Kirk Lane through people's properties. I've made Public Works and Engineering aware of that, but that hasn't been addressed yet. Right now, it's not as big of a deal. I'm always worried about my neighbors' lawn service guys with their mowers. If the ground gives way underneath my feet 18 inches, I can only imagine what happens when you have a mower and it gives way underneath you. At this time, engineering has told me it's a capital repair, hopefully for the 2020 budget, and I just want to make sure it's not kept pushing back, because one of the sinkholes that developed was underneath my driveway apron, where when Public Works replaced it, they're actually surprised that it hadn't collapsed underneath my car. So my driveway apron right now is a bunch of road gravel at the moment, waiting for final repairs before they restore the area. I provided pictures if you guys want to take a look. If not,
Absolutely.
they work.
You might be lucky, because we did sell a liquor license for $575,000, so that might be enough money to repair that.
Okay. I just want to make sure it's kept pushing on it. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Would you leave your contact information with the clerk as well?
Sure.
Thank you.
Anyone else this evening? Seeing none, close public. Mrs. Bergen.
Thank you. I have a couple of updates to report tonight. I will. I absolutely will. Thank you. And obviously, Mayor Ducey is not here, otherwise he would be providing these updates, so I will be doing this in his stead. So the first is I'd like to provide the council with a report that the county had given me a copy of the report they received regarding the flooding event that occurred in August of 2018, when Brick Township experienced a heavy rainfall event that caused flooding of Burrsville Road and the Greenbrier development near the Garden State Parkway interchange 91. We've been waiting since that time for this report, and we're recently provided with that, so I'll give you just a very brief overview of what it says. The county retained French and Perillo Associates, an engineering firm who has provided this report. An analysis which included a review of available construction documents that the county provided to them as it relates to the interchange. They did some site reconnaissance, and they paid special attention to the Greenbrier development drainage system, as well as all culvert crossings at the Parkway and Burrsville Road. They did some topographic survey of the culvert crossings at the Parkway and Burrsville Road, and did field observations and hydraulic and analysis of the drainage area. So they have completed their report and provided several conclusions that they outlined in that. The first being that the Garden State Parkway roadway surface is about 5 feet higher than the westerly section of Greenbrier. So any backup at the Garden State Parkway culverts due to severe rainfall events would result in flooding. That is unavoidable based on the height of the roadway. And based on their hydraulic analysis for flood events of a 10-year frequency or greater, which you all know this was, a portion of the runoff to the Garden State Parkway North culvert will overflow the banks of the upstream channel flow to the Parkway South culvert. So what they're saying here is that it's a historic rain event, and the rain basically had nowhere to go. For the August 13th event, the overflow is estimated to be 352 cubic feet per second, which almost doubles the flow to the Garden State Parkway South culvert without any overflow. It was a historic rain event with a historic amount of water. The report further states that the Garden State Parkway Interchange 91 improvements had minimal impact on the degree of flooding at the Greenbrier development. That's specifically stated in the report based on their findings. Additionally, the county improvements to Burrsville Road, without considering the impacts of the parkway, had no flooding impacts on the Greenbrier development. Lastly, the easterly bank of the upstream channel at the Garden State Parkway culvert has been armored with riprap stone, and the upstream face of the Garden State Parkway South culvert has been stabilized using gabion baskets. These improvements at both culverts were completed after the August 13, 2018 storm event, which should help the flow of water in the future. So I'm just providing you with an overview of what this report outlines, and it's available for anyone to review if you'd like. My second report, the mayor received a letter that the township has been selected from the Jersey Department of Transportation to receive funding in the amount of $389,990 for the 2020 Municipal Aid Program for our Laurelhurst Phase 2 roadway improvement project. Did I keep that brief enough for you, Councilman Mumlo? Okay. That's it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Keneally? Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Nothing, thank you.
Madam Secretary? Councilman Fosman?
No comments.
Councilwoman Pontoriero?
Yes, thank you. I'll be brief, Mr. Mumolo, Councilman Mumolo.
don't want you to be brief.
Okay.
Please. I shall see my comments.
Okay. I just wanted to advise everyone that this Saturday at Civic Plaza, our police department is going to host a female self-defense class. That's this Saturday from 11 to 1:30, Civic Plaza. Topics that are going to be covered include mental preparedness, aggressive reaction upon being attacked, joint manipulation/control, leverage-based movement to allow for escapes. They're asking that participants come dressed in appropriate workout attire and have no prior or current injuries which hinder them from participating. But they also want to let everyone know that this is going to be very moderate physically. So you don't have to be a super in shape person. It's going to be based on your skill level. But again, if you have a current injury or a previous injury, this may not be for you. But if you want to learn about getting yourself ready and being aware to protect yourself in the event that, God forbid, something happens to you, Civic Plaza this Saturday, December the 14th. Is that this Saturday? That's next Saturday. Wow. December 14th, 11 to 1 p.m. at Civic Plaza. Thanks so much. I have no other comments tonight.
Councilwoman DeYoung?
Yes, thank you. Really quick for Councilman Mumolo, I have a buy-in brick update. Akasha Holistic Health and Wellness are offering a 12% rebate on infrared sauna, integrated massages, oxygen therapy, and IV treatments. And we have a couple of holiday parties coming up for our seniors. The first one is Wednesday, December 11th at noon at Leisure Park. It is off-site at Leisure Park. And then also Senior Holiday Celebration. It's a luncheon and live music from the Navasink Brass Band. That is on December 17th from 12 to 2 at the VFW. Both of these events must call Senior Services for reservations and for a ticket, and the number is 732-920-8686. And that is all I have for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Halloran, Councilman Mumolo.
Well, thank you all. I did hold a record for the shortest meeting at 42 minutes, and we're going on 20-something, so I'm going to tell you a little history of my life. I came here in 1969. I graduated from Vets Memorial Middle School. I was... Thank everybody for coming out. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Councilman Halloran.
I have nothing. Nothing.
Council Vice President Crate.
I just have a couple of announcements from the library,
Take your
some
time.
upcoming events. For the adults, there's a genealogy club that's taking place on Tuesday, December 10th at 2:30. If you're searching for family's history, would you like company and someone to relate with, please join us to do some searching and share your success. The second thing is it's a class called Canopy. It's taking place on Thursday, December 12th at 10 a.m. And that's, they say, get to know Canopy, our newest streaming film service. If you're a resident of Brick and a public library card holder, we can connect you with this great new service. It streams movies, so if you don't have Netflix or anything like that, you might want to go. It's free if you have a library card. The next thing is Battle of the Bulge. It's being held Thursday, this event is being held Thursday, December 12th at 6:30. 75 years ago, Hitler launched his final counteroffensive in Europe. Join us for a riveting discussion of the greatest American battle of the war. And for the kids, on Friday, December 6th at 10:30 a.m., there's a pajama story time by the fire for ages 2 to 5. Join us for some cozy stories and a craft. Please register each child individually for this event. And finally, Pause for Reading, which is going to be held on Tuesday, December 10th at 4 p.m. Practice your reading skills in the company of a gentle therapy dog. If you want information about any of these activities or much more that I haven't mentioned, you can call 732-477-4513 to get more information, or you can register online for any of these events. Thanks and have a good night.
Vice President, could you explain, how do you get a library card?
How do you get a library card? You can go right online and register,
You
or
can.
you can go there and fill the paperwork out, yes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I'm just.
Nice try.
I'm trying to stall here. Not working.
Thank you.
Madam President, I'm sorry, I do have one additional comment, and it's not to make Councilman Mumble happy. Just if you're interested in attending the self-defense class on December 14th, they're asking that you call ahead of time, community policing at 732-262-1158. Thank you, I have nothing
Could you
further,
repeat
I
that number,
promise.
please?
Okay, I only have one announcement this evening. On Wednesday, December 11th at 7 p.m., the Guild Theater Works will have their annual holiday show at the Bob Anstett Cultural Arts Center, 515 Herbertsville Road. Tickets are $5, and you can make a reservation by calling 732-262-1006. Our next meeting will be on Tuesday, December 17th at 7 p.m. right here. Motion to adjourn?
No.
All in favor?